Alright, so I'm going to talk about the Khazar Khan and versus Donald Trump statements and what the media won't tell you. Khazar Khan and his wife are the parents of a fallen soldier who died in the Iraq War, a captain in the U.S. Army who died in the Iraq War, who, um, if I remember the story correctly, he saw a vehicle. He told uh, uh, his I don't know the correct term, but he told his fellow soldiers, "Stay back, let me go check it out." Well, so he stopped the vehicle, and the vehicle was a suicide bomber, and he detonated. So he was unfortunately killed in that war, while his friends survived. So let's talk about. And he called Donald Trump. It's like, "Have you even read the Constitution? What have you sacrificed for this country? You're asking Americans to trust you. You know, I'm not saying in the correct order, but those are statements he said, and those are very valid statements he said against Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, being the idiot he is, he doesn't think before he speaks. He says, "Well, why couldn't the whites speak? You know, the people have written about it. You know, maybe it's because of the Muslim thing." All right, whatever. That's just the biggest statement. Which in some countries that is a thing. You're not allowed to speak. Like Saudi Arabia, our biggest, one of our biggest allies in the Middle East. Again, they're not allowed to say this. You're not allowed to talk about this. That's what the media won't bring up. It's all money behind the scenes, and it's not some conspiracy theory. You can look it up. How um, uh, big money is connected to big corporate media. It's all the same. It's just a megaphone for big corporations. Because the mass media is a big corporation. Um, I feel for this family. You know, I cannot relate to them. I wish they had their son back. I can't imagine what it is like to be a parent and watching your children die before you and burying your children. That's just something no one ever should go through. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. I really don't. Here's what the media won't tell you. All those statements the Khazar Khan said, valid statements, just replace the word Donald Trump with Hillary Clinton. You're asking your country to trust you. You're one of the most untrustworthy candidates ever. Hillary Clinton is one of the most untrustworthy, if not the most untrustworthy candidate we've had in my lifetime, certainly in the 20th century, if not probably the 21st century. And they're going to run her against this madman. Again, they don't care about beating Donald Trump. They care about keeping the status quo by beating Donald Trump. That's what they care about. They don't care about really beating Donald Trump. Because if they cared about beating Donald Trump, the DNC would put Bernie Sanders in charge. A real progressive, a real liberal, a real... Now he's more than liberal. He's more than left to liberal, but he's a true progressive, a man of the people, alright? Something that Donald Trump claims to be. He's a man of the people. You know? So, let's look at the facts that they don't really care about being Donald Trump. But let's look at Khazar Khan first. Replace the word Donald Trump in his speech with Hillary Clinton. You're asking this country to trust you. You're one of the most untrustworthy candidates to run against Donald Trump. He's beating you in trustworthiness. Alright? That's just the polls. I'm not making that up. What have you sacrificed for this country? What have you sacrificed for this country, Hillary Clinton? You know? Does it really... honestly, what have you sacrificed? You married one of the most powerful men in all of American history, probably. Have you even read the Constitution? You signed for an illegal war. You voted for it. The same war that Khazar Khan's son was in. Interesting. Why didn't the media bring that up? Is it because maybe they're one of our biggest donors? MSNBC and CNN, who's owned by Time Warner, and MSNBC, who's owned by Comcast, is one of the biggest donors to... They're in the top 10 of Hillary Clinton's top donors. Again, stuff they don't talk about. I'm glad they diverted information through before every segment, right? I'm so grateful for that. Again, there's stuff they don't talk about. Why don't they talk about it? You know? All Donald Trump had to say was what I just said to you. If he really wanted to respond to the Khazar Khans, he could. I'm sorry that your son had passed away. He shouldn't have been there. I was against the war. He could say that even if it wasn't true or not. I don't know. Who really cares? It doesn't matter if he was or for it. He wasn't in political power to do anything about it. You know? But Hillary Clinton was. She was in the Senate. You can look it up on YouTube. She voted for the Iraq War. She shouldn't be allowed, to have a veteran's family on stage. How dare she? How dare the DNC do that? Unfreaking believable. They're just literally walking on the veterans' graves at that point, in my opinion. They don't care. She's for no-fly zone in Syria when ISIS doesn't have planes. You know who does fly there? Russia. She's willing to start World War III over Syria? What the fuck are we thinking? What the fuck is she thinking? How can we trust her? Again, this is what the media won't tell you. She voted for the Iraq War. She probably has never read the Constitution. She never sacrificed anything for this country. She voted for the Patriot Act. Voted for deregulation of Wall Street. Come on. For an illegal drone war. Don't think of a drone as a bomb. Think of it like a seed. Unfreaking believable. This is our media. Don't listen to the mass media. Get your news on YouTube. Get your news from independent news. Look up the Young Turks. Look up the Humanist Report. Look up Al Jazeera. Look up Russia Today. That's where. Don't listen to American mass media. If you want to be an educated, informed citizen, do not watch those organizations. Alright guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.